I'm Diane Sare, and I'm one of the slate of 6 LaRouche Democrats running for U.S. Congress. Now, in the last days, Federal Reserve Chairman Ben Bernanke has made the outrageous request of another $1 trillion, QE3, which would further add to the absolutely unbearable debt burden and hyperinflation being borne by the American population, and allegedly would serve to bail out the speculators in Wall Street and the City of London, but actually it's not going to work. Now, another piece of similar insanity is what New Jersey's Obama-loving Governor Chris Christie is trying to do in this state with replacing fossil fuels with solar and wind. And behind me is the Bergen County Plaza parking garage, which has been recently covered with solar panels. Inside the county building is a computer screen which tells you on a beautiful, clear day like today, almost not a cloud in the sky, this entire rooftop of solar panels generates enough electricity that if every single day had not a cloud in the sky, you could power 989 60-watt bulbs 8 hours a day for a year. Now, if you've ever tried boiling water on a 60-watt bulb, you might have found that you were waiting a very long time, or you could only use a very small amount of water. And in fact, it turns out if you wanted to replace the state's existing nuclear capacity with solar panels, it would require 60 million solar panels, which if they were placed end to end with no space in between, would cover about 32 square miles. Now, if we were to allow for maintenance, I suppose we could say about 50 square miles. And I'll just say that New Jersey has about 1,200 people per square mile. So if you want to cover 50 square miles with solar panels, you're going to have to ask 60,000 people either to move underground or perhaps to sign up for Obama's health care plan. Now, a friend of mine recently gave me an insight as to why Governor Christie might be so hot on making New Jersey #1 in the country for solar energy, and we're already only #2 after California. And this has to do with a particular class of animals that functions very much like a solar panel: reptiles. In fact, Governor Christie's forebears, the dinosaurs, were just like today's snakes and lizards, which have to lie out in the sun, taking in plenty of energy and heat from the sun in order to get their systems moving enough that they can actually move to go look for food. Fortunately, in the case of dinosaurs, their brain size was very, very small relative to their body mass, so they didn't need to consume all that much energy. In fact, today's mammals consume 7 times more calories per pound of body weight than the dinosaurs. So this got me to thinking, perhaps it's actually the case that Governor Christie eats only about 1/7 as much as it looks like he eats, given his size. But seriously, it's time that human beings abandoned the reptilian foolishness, which will lead us to a result that the dinosaurs experienced years ago. We don't need solar energy. America needs nuclear power. The world needs nuclear power, and we need a lot of it.